Hello, I am Marnell from Miemie's Keepsakes. Thank you for joining me today. I would first of all thank Nancy from Wishes and Weech. Give her a huge thank you. She mentioned me in a video last week, and I got a huge growth in my subscribers on one day. Thank you very much, Nancy, and thank you for everybody who's subscribed to my channel. This has been uh, definitely a challenge at times for sure, but I think it's good for me to get out of my rut and just start doing things that might not be in my comfort zone. So thank you to everybody and your support and all your amazing comments. Thank you very much. So because of Nancy, I have to do, or not have to, but I am here to do a part 3 on the cellophane bags that I decorated, and she mentioned and she decorated some bags as well. I'll link her video in the description box. She mentioned to me that she embossed these bags, and I thought, okay, I'll have to go do that. So we're going to do that today, and a couple of other things that I've done with the bags, because I played a little bit more with them. So these are the ones that I did on part 1 of the cellophane bags. We're just kind of just gluing stuff to the front of the bag and decorating the tag, so this can be a pocket or a flip out. And in the second video I did some stamping with StazOn and coloring the bags with alcohol inks and using gesso and texture paste on the bags and then just decorating them. So yeah, that's what we did in video 1 and 2. I will add those links in my description box, or you can, I don't have a lot of videos, it would be easy to find those videos on my channel. So I just thought I'll come quickly. I'm working on this video, book journal, and show you how I use this in the journal. So this one I made a flip out, so you can take the tag out, write on the back, and then the back of the bag and the front are both decorated. And it's just something different. The other thing I did was just popping it into a pocket. You can obviously just use a paper clip and paper clip it onto the page. Because it's see-through, if you glue it on as a flip through, obviously it gives it another interesting element to your journal. So let's get started with Nancy's inspiration. I'll just grab my big shot and sorry, let me just get organized here. It's very dusty. So if you have a embossing machine, let me just cut this bag. You can cut the packaging open, so I just cut these tags off. Don't need that. And then this one, because it's sealed on the bottom, I'm gonna open the flap and just cut them open, and then you just sandwich them in your embossing folder. So this one is just polka dots. Sorry, I'm off camera. Polka dots, and it's from Cuddlebug. I'm just putting it in there. Make my sandwich. And just take it through the machine. And I just come back. Oh, my machine, let me move it. Okay. I don't know how much the camera will pick up, but oh, you can see it with the so there it's embossed, and then you open it, so now your bag has texture. I think it's a great idea. So even if you don't decorate this or add something, but your tag in the back, it gives a really nice texture. Let's do another one. I want to do this one. This one is Keepsakes as well, and I will just cut the bag a little smaller so it would be embossed. Okay. It's hard to get everything in frame. Okay. Goes through the big shot for the embossing. Sorry, it's a little noisy. Okay, let me get rid of this. So yeah, so I think like this one has a big pattern on it, if you can see that. So I thought, how can I bring this out a little bit more than just, have the texture, but kind of see more of the design on the bag. So I took my Stays On. This one is blazing red, and just kind of lightly go over it, and it would pick up the raised areas of your pattern, or your embossed areas. There. Let me take the book away, then you can see better. So now you can see the design, and then when you put something inside, it would be even more visible. Let me put this in this way. It's a little small, but you get the idea. So I made this one with like a wood grain embossing, and I really like how this turned out. Let me bring it up a bit. You can see this one was an embossing folder I bought from Walmart at Momenta, www.momenta.com. I really love that embossing folder. And then this one, maybe if I bring it up closer, you can see more of the flower there. So then I thought, well, if I can color the the embossed part of on the paper bag, maybe I can color the paper bags as well. And you definitely can, with just use your any Stays On color, and just go, let's go do it this way, just go over it with the Stays On pad. Mine are not brand new anymore. I've had them probably for 8 years, so I re-inked them the other day, so they are better. And it dries pretty fast. It stays on the plastic. It's just amazing. And so I'm going to do both, because if I want to do a flip out with this, I would like both sides done. And so if you add your tag, it gives this effect, which I really like, especially with a black and white image in the back. And you can always decorate. I'm not going to do any decorating today. I'll show you a couple that I've decorated. You can always decorate this with, adding flowers or paper from books, tags, anything on the front to give it that, same idea. Where did I put those tags? Oh, here, give you that same idea that there's something in the front. And then something, if the tag or journey card is out, it's just a see-through image. And I did mention in the second video, you can definitely sew these, and if you sew them, I actually like it with the sewing machine. It kind of gives you a frame around the bag, and it just gives it a little bit more dimension. So then I thought, what else can I do with these tags? And I thought, what about, would I be able to decoupage on these tags? And yes, you can. I'll show you quickly how I did that. I'm just going to cut this a little smaller. This one I embossed. It's a very fine script embossing folder. I think the bigger, the bolder the pattern, it definitely works better if you want to add ink to it. Like this one is a very delicate pattern, so that it doesn't show up as well as, like, this flower or the wood grain. That's a little bit bolder. So let's do decoupage on, get rid of this book. So you just take your napkin and separate the layers. So usually they have 2 layers. Most of you probably have decoupaged with napkins and know this already. You decide what you want on the napkin. Maybe I'll do this entire blue flower, and I'm using a water pen just to outline where I want to tear it. It just makes it easier. Oh, too much. And then you just, easy to tear around the image. I love this blue flower, it's so pretty. Okay. On the bottom, forgot about this piece. And this one. Okay, so it's a little bit too big for my bag. I'm gonna make it smaller. Maybe I'll take this flower off. Yeah. Then it's smaller. And I'll do it on this side so that script still shows. And then I'm using this multimedia matte from Ranger. I like this one. It really dries matte, whereas Mod Podge, even the matte Mod Podge still has a bit of a shininess to them. So I use this. I prefer this. It's a little bit more expensive, so I still use Mod Podge for projects, bigger projects. So you just take your brush and just, you kind of glue it onto the bag with the Mod Podge, and it will, you can definitely get it not to have any bubbles or wrinkles, but I kind of like it. It's, again, just an extra texture added to your project. And try not to get too much on the bag, because it does leave like a little bit of a residue, but you know, not a big deal if you do get some on the bag. So there, it's decoupage to the bag. I'm gonna add a little bit more here in the center. Make sure it's glued down and there's no air bubbles underneath your napkin. Okay. Oops. And I'll just tear this little bit off here. So there is your decoupage napkin. It's got napkin stuck to my fingers. Let me just clean that up. So let's just use this postcard again. I think it will go in. So that's how it would look if you have something in there. And then I thought, you know, maybe I wondered if splatters will work on this. You can definitely do splatters with ink, but I love this Van Gogh gold. It's like a watercolor paint. I just love this, the kind of splatters this gives me. I use this little container every time because if you just add water, it just activates the extra watercolor paint that's in there. And oh, that's the wrong brush. I want to use this one. So I was wondering if the watercolor would actually stick on the plastic bag, and it actually does. I need more water. It takes a little longer to dry, so you have to be patient, but it definitely works. Oh, that's a bit much, but put that in the water. Yeah, so I'll just leave this to dry. I'm not going to decorate, like I said, any of the bags today, so it doesn't take as long. So I'll show you, this one, I put a different napkin on there with the gold splatters, and I just put a paper journey card in there. So the back is colored blue. If I put that in, maybe that would make more sense. So I colored the back blue and then added this napkin on top and then the splatters on top. Then, you know, one thing leads to another. I was making risotto last night, and then it had like a powder in these foil pouches. And I thought, oh wow, I have to use this for something. So I clean out the pouches with a baby wipe to make sure there's no powder residue in the front or inside. And then I dry embossed it, and it looks really good. I really like the effect this gives. And then I just decorated it to show you guys how it could look in your journal. And you can use it the same thing, you know, just pin it with a paper clip to the page, or use it as a flip out, or even as a pocket. If you glue this down, it could be a pocket here and a pocket in the back. So yeah, keep your eyes open for those bags that we normally put in the garbage can. It's definitely a way to recycle more of the things that we, you know, it's a junk journal. We need to use all the junk we have in the house. So yeah, once again, Nancy, thank you very much. You are so kind in mentioning me, and it helped my channel a lot. I can't thank you enough. And thank you to each and every one of you who have subscribed up until now. I really appreciate all your kind comments. And if you have any advice, please send it my way. I am just learning. This is all very new for me to me. Yeah, I hope you have a great day and join me again tomorrow. Bye.